Spending the majority of its life in Minnesota, it is very, very rusty. You're not gonna want to miss this. I hope that's like chocolate or mud or something. We were able to get it jump started, and I drove it home. Got the custom gas pedal spacer. Clawhammer build, day one. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it off. Let's get to it. I found this 2001 Ford F-350 on Facebook Marketplace the other day, and I talked the guy out of it for $800 because it didn't run. The catalytic converter was stolen. It's super rusty because it came from Minnesota. Wanted to do a quick walk around on the truck before I start cleaning it up and taking parts off it and whatnot to get it ready for the Clawhammer challenge. So here it is, 337,000 mile 2001 F-350 crew cab with the 5.4 V8. You know, ditching everything that I can, running boards, bumpers, give it as much ground clearance as I can and get it up off the ground. But I figured today I'm going to be pulling some of these parts off, so I wanted to get some footage of it before I've cleaned it up or messed with it at all. So here it is in all its glory. Show you guys what we're working with here. I don't even know. I hope that's like chocolate or mud or something. Not really sure. Got the custom gas pedal spacer. Help you give it all the accelerations. The truck's really intact. I mean, it's been a work truck obviously, but I mean, it's all here. The headliner's in pretty good shape. I think whoever owned this thing actually probably cared about it at some point. You know, I don't think it was given to a worker. I think it was probably driven by the truck's owner, just because like the door panels aren't all busted off. This one's got some custom weight reduction, but it's all here. It's all intact. Stereo works. Lariat edition, heated seats. Last year I took the smallest pickup truck Ford ever made, the Ford Courier, and why not come back the second year with the biggest truck Ford ever made, the F-350 crew cab long bed. I mean, it only makes sense, right? I know I'll be putting a winch on it. I know I'll probably be like welding the rear diff. I've got to lift up the front end at least. I got to find some bigger wheels and tires. I'd love to take a couple feet out of the frame and shorten it up. I don't know if I'm gonna have time, we'll see. Got a little bit of time today. I'm gonna see what I can get done on the truck, but it's kind of cold out today. Let's get this smudge going. I wanna get the front sway bar taken off. At some point somebody had put this rickety trans cooler on. It's already kind of leaking. I don't really see it lasting through Clawhammer. So the factory heat exchanger in the radiator is still intact, and if so, I think I'm just gonna plumb the lines back into that. Didn't get any footage of it. I pulled the running boards off and I swapped out the right front for the spare. Got like broken belts. It kind of blew a bubble. I don't know if that shows up. But this thing was wobbling pretty bad on the road, and then I got the front bumper pulled off in anticipation of building the winch mount and stuff like that. Get these parts out of the truck, get going. So I've looked at a few Super Duties, and I don't know what this tube is that goes across the bottom. It's not on all trucks, so if anybody knows what this cross member is, put it in the comments below. I was tempted to leave it on there, but it's just too low. I thought maybe it'd like support the radiator or something, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it off. Last thing I'm gonna do today is take off this external auxiliary transmission cooler that's so well mounted. Route it back into the bottom tank of the radiator where the heat exchanger is. When they disconnected it, they had plugged it, so that was nice. And I pulled the plugs out. Coolant didn't come out, so that means it's not compromised inside. I blew it out with some air, so I think it's clean. I think they just tried to do some external transmission cooling, but yeah, I think I need this space for a winch, and I don't like how well it's mounted and it's leaking and all that stuff. So I went to the hardware store and picked up some just barb fittings, 3/8 by 3/8. So I'm gonna goop those up, thread them in, shorten the hoses, and put it on there. Just got to push the hoses on a little bit farther, tighten up the clamps, and then I'll zip tie them up off the steering linkage. I don't know if this is going to be the final version of this. Certainly rock crawling is hard on transmission temperatures with all the torque converter slippage. So if I can put an external cooler, this one back on, but maybe mount it to the winch mount plate better or something like that when I'm all done, I'll probably do it and loop it in. My preferred method is actually run both style coolers, run through the transmission and an auxiliary, but we'll just see what I have time and room for when I'm all done. Get these hoses tightened up, and I'm just about out of daylight. Thanks for watching this video. This will be the first of many with this gym. I figured it'd probably be 3 or 4 little videos getting it ready for Clawhammer. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do to this truck to help make it more trail ready, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas. Also, I need a name for this thing. So far I've been kind of nicknaming it the Trail Whale, but if anybody's got any ideas for a better name for my Clawhammer challenge entry, let me know. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.